Alright guys, today's the day. I've got a new guitar I've been waiting quite a while for. So this is a Kiesel custom. This is a CS6. I'll get into specs and all that fun stuff later, but for right now I've been waiting 5 months to open this box. I can't wait, so let's get into it. So I'm going to try to get my initial impressions and reactions. I've kind of seen some of the things. Well, I've seen a clip of what this guitar looks like, but I haven't seen the whole thing. It was featured on their website as a night burst. I believe this would be the top of the guitar. Well packed. And I'm pretty excited here, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Well, maybe I should open up these, see if there's anything in there before we start getting into the good stuff. Got, wow, the strap locks, the adjustment keys, all that fun stuff. Nothing else fun. So, maybe I should turn it around. Without further ado, there she is. Eee, that's mine. So, I tried to shoot this all live so you guys get my initial reaction. Dude, that flame. Oh God, gorgeous. It just looks killer. I love the ebony. I'm trying to. So, I see mistake number 2 on this guitar. So there was mistakes on this. There's supposed to be a 24 fret, and they gave me a 22. They asked me if I wanted to rebuild. I decided not to after seeing that top, because that top is gorgeous. But I let that go, because I was on the fence on 24, 22 anyways. But this is supposed to be an engraved truss rod cover, which they're going to have to fix. But that shouldn't be nothing. They'll send me a new one. Couple things off the rip that I'm seeing, which that's not really what I want to do right this second. But so I have Babsic bridges on my Gibson, and they're full contact hardware, which means this stuff's sitting straight onto the body, which that's the way this comes. The pneumatic here, it looks like it's touching the body, so is the tailpiece, which is cool. I love that binding effect. Initial reaction. I mean, it's not as heavy as I thought it would be. I actually thought it would be heavier in this because the black limba is actually heavier than than mahogany, but it's not as thick as my Les Pauls either, and neither is the neck. That neck feels like butter. It's the first walnut neck I've ever touched. I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's showstopper gorgeous. So we'll get into specs and all that fun stuff, and I'll tell you about it. Don't those gold frets just pop in that light with that abalone shell? I did the abalone here, here, and here. So yeah, we'll take a deeper dive. I'll talk about specs and all that fun stuff here in just a minute. So yeah, let's get into specs. So this is a CS6 flame maple top, black limbo body. This is what they call night burst in color. I did the transparent black edges with the binding effect. I did the ebony fretboard with the pure ebony upgrade. I think that's what they call it. I don't remember. I did the Evo Gold medium jumbo frets with abalone inlays, abalone knobs, abalone Kiesel inlay. This is supposed to have said Pierman Custom, which I'm Pierman, so I'm going to call them on that. Like I said, it was supposed to be 24 fret, but it is 22. I chalked that up to a happy accident. I talked to a couple people about it, and most people said I should have just made them rebuild it the way I ordered it. But I was on the fence about it. The only reason I went 24 instead of 22, which I love Les Pauls the way they feel. They have a little better bendy because they're the 24 and 3/4, 22 fret. This is a 25, so I figured the extra 1/4 inch, I could do the 24 frets, still kind of have the same feel. But I really think it would have took away from the top a little bit, because I would have moved this down a 1/2 inch to here, and that only gave me that little bit. But I'm not a shredder. I don't go down into the 24, and when I do go down to the 24, I do it in a couple solos that I've been trying to learn, and I just bend pretty hard, and then I get where I need to go for the most part. Yeah, so I did the black covered pickups with the gold pins to match the gold frets. I thought the gold frets with the abalone shell would really come together pretty well. The lighting, I'm just trying to get you to... I think they work well together. I was pretty happy with that. And then I did the 5-piece walnut purple heart. I looked at the 7-piece, and I just thought this looked better to me. I thought the 7-piece was a little too busy. I just like the little bit of purple with the dark blue black limbo body. Like I said, I did go for the ebony truss rod cover, electronics cover, and switch cover. So yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry about that. I did the reverse headstock on it. Trying to match the swoops here. I thought that was a good look. A lot of people do the fake Gibson look on these CS6. I thought this was a killer little look here. So yeah, the fret ends feel great to me. Like I don't even feel them at all, period. The body is lighter than what I expected. I would still say this is a 10-pound guitar. Maybe 9.5. Yeah. I really expected more like a 12, 13-pound guitar, because they, like I said, the black limbo is supposed to be heavier, and with this being a 3/4 maple cap. But I do like that the bridges are straight onto the body. That's pretty cool. And there's a little bit of a gap into the tailpiece. Not much. You can see a little bit of light there, but you cannot see it on the Tune-o-matic. push pulls. So just these two coil splits. Pretty awesome. Like I said, there was a couple mistakes on this thing, and you would think for 5 months and $3,000 there wouldn't be, but you know, they're doing 1,500 guitars right now at a time. So, and they said that the let me get that headstock in there because you know that flame's beautiful. They said it was a mistake in the builder why they got 22. I am wondering why I didn't get the engraved truss rod cover. So that's going to be a phone call. I'm sure they'll just ship me out a truss rod cover. I want it. I mean, paid for it. I should get it. Waited a long time. The 22 fret, like I said, they did send me that email, and after seeing the top, seeing this guitar, it wasn't even that big of a deal to me. It really wasn't. But yeah, that's her. The case is very solid. I don't know if you have any questions about it, put them in the comments. I did do the strap locks on this thing. I'll try to get some better photos, and we'll do some sound samples later at a different time. This is just unboxing initial reactions. I've been waiting a long time to own a really high-end Gibson, and I decided not to do it. Decided to get one built, and this is what I built, and it is gorgeous. The guitar is gorgeous. The small mistakes that they did make, like the truss rod cover, they'll send me one in the mail. The 22 fret versus 24 fret, I don't really go on the 24th fret that much anyways. Like I said, I'm more rhythm guitar player, and I do solo here and there. I'll sit here with jam tracks, and I'm just going to use this in my own studio. So, I don't know. Like I said, if you got questions, I'll be glad to answer them and tell you about my experience. I ordered this on December 20th. Today is May 20th. So exactly 5 months. There are things that I would say that I would like to see better from Kiesel. Some kind of updates, some kind of this is where we're at in the process with your build would be nice. I know they don't want to do that, but I mean, just being blind and all of a sudden here's your guitar, kind of not a fun experience, man. Like 5 months of waiting, it's hard, dude. I mean, I've never touched this guitar. I paid $3,000 for it. So I bought this with DoorDash money. I decided I was going to get me a high-end Gibson or get high-end Les Paul. And I decided to go Kiesel and have one built. And I went and DoorDashed my extra hours off work, my time off. Saved up enough to get the down payment. I did the partially. So I made the payments on the guitar till I paid it off. And this is the fruit of my labor. I was talking about this thing like waiting for a child, you know, 6 months or 5 months, and you know, 3 months before that working, trying to, you know, it wasn't 3 months, but about a month and a half before that working, trying to gather up the money to buy it. I don't have a ton of money hanging around. I know you probably see a ton of guitarists think that, but I work for a living, so I didn't want to take $3,000 out of the bank. I keep trying to show it off there and make sure, because I'm not tired of looking at it yet. I'm gonna go rock it and jam it, and this was the unboxing initial reaction. Like I said, pretty much everything that I play video wise going forward is probably going to be on this thing. That gold, black, and abalone, I love it. So, real quick, one more thing. I've already named this. We went with a deep ocean kind of feel with this, with the abalone shell, the aqua blue, and the black. And this is Ariel. That's her name. You know. And, yeah, I can't wait to play her. I'm about to do that. I don't want to make this stupid long. I just kind of wanted to show you. And like I said, I didn't know anything about the Kiesel process or how this goes or anything like that. So if you have questions, I know as much as I know from this one experience. I have a friend, guy by the name of Jerry. He's, I think, 6 or 7 Kiesels deep. So if I don't know, I can find out. So again, I'm going to get off here and start playing her, tuning her up. And I'm probably going to go show her off to a couple of my friends that play guitar while I have the opportunity. That's her. That's a $3,000 Kiesel build 5 months later. You guys take her easy.